when DJ's ankle and Carter's knee, just okay, they're out. Now we got six, but it gave Isaiah a chance. And Isaiah looked really good today. Now he had to do his stuff, and I told him he would. He'll do stuff, and then you'll try to do something crazy, which he was, like it's a pickup game. But he defended, he got 3 blocks. So now we found another player. And we had to do it on the road with a team that can really get going and score the ball, with guards that can really shoot. But it was a good first 8 minutes. And I'm saying the first 4 minutes, first 4 to 5 minutes of the game, first 4 to 5 minutes of the half. Let's go. We got to get better at that stuff.
You mentioned obviously DJ and Carter both out. Is there any update on them? Do you expect them to be ready?
I haven't talked to anybody, so they will they play? When's our next game?
Tuesday.
I don't know. They're probably questionable, I would say, for Tuesday.
Then you mentioned Isaiah, obviously, guy who hadn't played a ton in SEC play. Just how nice is it to give him the opportunity and see if he can take advantage of it?
And he's worked hard this week. Now, what happened was I told him, like we knew early that we were going to have some minutes because at least one of those two were going to be out. And he worked harder than he's worked all season. Well, it pays off now. Why don't you do that all the time? Really hard if you don't know if you're going to play or not to keep working. And he did. And what's great? The team was happy for him, like really happy.
Yeah, kind of going off that, how early in the week did you know that Carter and DJ wouldn't be able to go? And
I didn't know Carter, but I knew his knee was bothering him. But I knew after the game that it would be hard but we were telling him, try to get yourself ready at DJ. But, again, here's a guy that plays so hard, fights so hard. You can't go at 80% the way he plays. He's got to be healthy.
what do you think it is about Isaiah that, he doesn't play this many minutes in a while, and just like that, right from the get-go, he's that good?
I'm telling you, practice that way. I got a couple guys in here that will go through a practice and I say, what makes you believe that you practice this way, it'll be different in the game? Who has coached you in the past? Either you do it in practice so it becomes firsthand in the game, not like, well, I'm going to bust through during the game. Yeah, you can for 2 minutes, but you're not used to playing that way. He had a great week. And the other thing is he's talented. I looked at him the other day standing next to Nick. He's almost as tall as Nick. And now I put him, who did I have him guard? I put him on Hubbard because I really have a lot of faith in the kid. He can do it. Now we have one more guy, but playing a shorter rotation, I've done this before. I did it at UMass. We played 5-6 guys. I did it at Memphis. We played 5-6 guys. I did it at Kentucky. We played 5-6 guys. And guess what? Those teams were those teams that had a chance to do whatever they wanted. So if this is what it is, this is what it is. But it would be nice to have a full team.
Mississippi State, obviously known for its physicality. You guys out-rebound them today. I guess just how do you feel you guys went about, matching or bettering their physicality?
You know what I told the guys? And I've done this in the past. I've had teams done doing blockout drills. Not doing it anymore. You either get the ball or you come out. Don't worry about blocking out. Just worry about one thing. I'm getting that ball. How about that being simple? You do all these block out, now they're blocking out and the ball, but no. You either get the ball or you come out.
With a smaller 7-player rotation, I guess, how do you feel the balance between offense and defense?
Anytime this team gets over 20 assists, we win. But it's hard because it means you can't bounce it as much. It means you got to give it to a teammate when he's open. I'm trying to do my bag of trick stuff. But when we pass the ball to each other, we create shots for each other. We're a way better team.
Last time, you guys had a 2-game road trip. You lost the second leg, and I know there's a difference in teams there, but what needs to be different about this one?
No, we played and lost to both. We lost to both Auburn and Georgia and got smoked both. So we're not going 0-2. We're at least 1-1. And so, it's another hard game. Look, LSU had us dead to rights at home at our place. And I would guess they're going to be ready to go and they're going to be very confident because they had us. Good? Yeah.
If you don't mind. Just four guys in double figures scoring wise, I guess just with Carter and DJ both out, I guess just how important was that to get, a balanced level of production?
That's why we say 20 assists. And if you have 20 assists, you'll have 4 or 5 in double figures. If someone's holding the ball and I'll only pass it when I can't shoot, that ain't an assist. You're giving it to a guy who's not in the balance of shooting. When that ball moves and we're cutting and moving, and now I drive and I see a guy throw it and he finishes. We have a good team. We just have to continue to pass the ball. Now, if it's in transition and we got numbers, go. But when you speed it up and you see 5 guys, you got 10 eyes on you. Probably want to think about passing and cutting. And now as the ball moves to you, you have 2 or 4 eyes on you and go do what you want to do. Well, my bag of tricks though, I can do stuff. I mean, I'm just trying to get them to understand. And today I thought they did a good job. Way better.
And just the last one about Nick Pringle, he was just telling us about, instead of boxing out, just going and getting it. How important is, when he gets 11 rebounds, how important is that?
It's a difference for us. So, sometimes as you go through a season, especially when you got a new team every year, there's something different every time. And you're tweaking everything to figure out what works for this group. We had 4 returners, but 2 of those guys are out now. Now we got a brand new team again. And if you ask the guys that played 40 minutes, would you rather play 40 than 28? They're saying yes. Let me play 40 minutes. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Safe travels.
Thank you, you
as
too.
well. Good fun.